All right, we're sitting down with head coach Tim Abney of the Lincoln tennis team. And coach, you're supposed to have a couple matches last week. Mother Nature said otherwise. When you've had a extended time off like this, what kind of impact does that have on your practices and your ability to get ready for the next match?
One thing it did, it allowed us to rest a little bit, because I had a couple of players that, their knees were starting to bother them a little bit, so it did help in that sense. Also, it gave us a chance to work on some things that we hadn't worked on. Of course, grooming the forehand, backhand, and the serve volley, and the overhead and stuff. So then, so it was really, it actually helped us, and so we just used it to our advantage.
Well, you said you had time for your players to get some rest. How have they been looking in your most recent?
Good. I think sometimes it's you think by not playing you do lose rhythm, but at the same time I thought just the fact that just giving them an extra week of rest with the knees helped out.
Now, when you are going to reschedule, because you've already rescheduled the one match, and you might be rescheduling the Evangel match. That's when you're taking a look at your season as a whole, and you as a coach are doing your preparations, does that mess with your preparations at all? How does that affect you personally?
Well, no, that's one thing that I found out. When you play tennis and you play the outdoor sports, you have to mentally know that there's going to be times when you're going to have to not play due to the weather or some other type of situations and stuff. That's nothing different. But in this particular case, like I said, it actually helped us with that. Now, in terms of rescheduling, now it comes to the fact that we do have to get with the other team and see what's the best time or place, that we can reschedule for us the date itself. And again, we were able to schedule one of them, which was the main one, which was our conference game. So Truman State, we did reschedule that one. Our non-conference match was against Evangel, and we haven't set that one yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get that one in as well.
Now, with all the rain that you have been having, have you been able to have regular practices with your players?
No, that did hurt. We did go inside for one, so that did help. On the other one, we just, instead of going out to the course, that did give us a chance to get back into the gym and work on some things in terms of getting on the treadmill and doing some other things, plyos and stuff. So we was able to do some other things as well.
All right, well, this week you have a couple big conference matches coming up. First up, you're taking on Northwest Missouri. What's going to be the big thing you're going to be looking at with your team in that match?
Again, the same as like last week, just looking for the consistency, just getting better. Northwest Missouri State, tough team always. He does an excellent job there, and this year's going to be no different. Of course, that's on Wednesday here at home, and then of course we follow up on Saturday against Missouri Western. We did play them the first time. It was a non-conference match when we went to St. Joe, and play them there. So I'm looking forward to see if we made the progress from the first time that we played them. So I'm looking forward to both of these matches this week.
Now, when you have to play a team a second time in a season, like you're doing with Missouri Western, I know last year you ended up playing them 3 times because you played them in the conference tournament. Now, is that an advantage because your players have already seen who they're going to be going up against and they already have an idea of tendencies, or is that a disadvantage because the other team also has seen you and
I would like to think that it's probably to our advantage, and I would imagine Coach Selkirk for Missouri Western would say the same thing, because now we have a better feel, and it doesn't mean that we might not make any changes in terms of changing doubles partners and et cetera, who we feel that plays better together. But I would think after watching them play, because you have an advantage now, you know what you're looking at now, you know what type of matchups, and then you can take it from there.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Okay.